Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Warthog from Halo Infinite. And here's the box. Got it at Target for $30. Nothing really on the back, just a picture of Master Chief. So let's get into it. Alright, and here we have the Warthog outside the packaging. And he comes with the Master Chief, and he's actually manning the turret right now. So I'll show you guys a little bit later on. And the tire rolls quite nicely. You have to put on the tires yourself, and then you have to put on the machine gun turret section. But other than that, yeah, it comes pre-assembled for the most part. Oh, and also these, you have to attach them yourself. These gas cans, 4 of them. You need to attach all 4. Oh, also in the antenna as well, right here. So there's the vehicle. It's a good size vehicle because it is meant for a 3.75 inch figure. And as far as the length, the Warthog, it's about 11.5 inches or so, somewhere around there. And then the width, it's about, let's say about 6 inches, somewhere around there. Yeah, so good size. And here we have a top view of it. Let's give you a closer look at it. And here's a look at the interior of the Warthog. And steering wheel doesn't move. Dashes doesn't have anything on it. It's just blue screens. And then there's it's definitely not the handbrake. Maybe it's the shift knobs or something. I'm not sure what that is in Halo world. So yeah. So there's the interior. Let me go to the other side. Here's the other side of the interior. There. And there's Master Chief manning the turret again. And there's the back, the canisters, UNSC symbol, the tires, and from the front you can see a lot of the hydraulics in here, but none of them can move. It's basically just for decoration, but it does look pretty neat with all those things in there. And then there's the cable right there, vent, windscreen. And I think there's a little bit of weathering would look nice on this vehicle. They added a little bit of it. I'm glad they didn't add too much because they usually don't look good. So I'm gonna most likely add a little bit here and there around the edges, and that's about it. And then I'll show you guys Master Chief in a second. And here you can see I cheated. So if you get the figure out of the box, he cannot do this pose right now because he's doing a little crunch in the abdominal section, and it's not able to do that. I basically took the abdominal piece out for him to do this pose. Here from the back you can see the abdominal piece is completely out, and you can see that ball joint right there for the torso. He does look really good like this, standing, manning the turret with one leg over. And here he is from the front. There's the turret. Alright, so here we have that Master Chief figure, and again, the abdominal section is completely gone. That's why he's able to do the crunch, otherwise he won't be able to. So here it is. There's the joint, and there's the ball joint right there. You just pop that in. So you just need to put the torso back in here. Is this the front or the back? I'm not sure. Yeah, that's the front. So you just pop this piece back down. There's the abdominal section right there. Then you just pop this Chief back on here. Yeah, right there. Okay, so now we have Master Chief. fully assembled Master Chief. So this is the figure. It's a very nice looking chief actually. It's a little too bright. Let me turn it down a little bit. Okay, so he pretty much has the same articulation as the 6.5-inch version. Head is on a ball joint, and he can look up, look down, and the neck does bulge out quite a bit. So it's a little strange, but for the most part, he's okay. Visor is not chrome finish. It's just a gold metallic paint. And then as for the shoulders, the shoulder pads are same thing. It still has that piece that's glue on here. So as far as range of motion, it could give you about that much. And then ratcheting joints. And then the elbow, same thing. It can only give you about 90 degrees and that's it. And then wrists are on the hinge joint right there. It moves up and down and that's it. No side to side. And then the torso is on a ball joint, but it is hindered by the armor, how it's shaped. So you basically have no waist articulation whatsoever. And the legs are on ball joints right there. And then what I like about these 3.75 inch is that they still added the thigh joint, so that's nice. So he does have thigh rotation, a swivel right there, which I really like, and he can lift his leg about 90 degrees, and he still has double jointed knees too, so that's cool. Again, it's the same thing. It looks kind of weird when you bend the knee, because that piece is just a straight piece. So it would have been nice if they curved it a little bit more, but they didn't, so that's what we get. And then hinge joint on the ankles and a little pivot left and right, and no toes articulation this time. So as far as articulation, he is almost identical except for, I would say, about 2 joints. Oh yeah, he's missing the butterfly joint. He doesn't have that. And then the toes articulation, I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh no, the elbows are not double jointed. These are single jointed elbow. So, but the 6.5 inch are double jointed. So, but look at how good this chief looks. And these they sell them separately too. They're about $10 each. I think they are a bargain for nowadays, at least, for a 3.75 inch figure. And the detailing on this is quite nice, because they looks like they just shrunk down the 6.5 inch to make this, and it retains pretty much most of the articulation. So that's nice. And it comes with one weapon, which is this right here. And then let's get a good look at the figure itself again from the front. Didn't add too much weathering on it, which is nice. Just a little bit here and there, which I could take, because if I wanted to add, I'd rather add it myself. And here's the back side of Chief. And the reason I didn't put him in driver's seat is because he, for the most part, he doesn't look that good. He doesn't look that good as a driver, because he is a little big for this space here. So his knees are kind of bent already, but his backpack is kind of high, so it does hit some of these areas, especially around here. So he's so hunched over that it looks kind of weird for him to be sitting in the driver's seat. And the arms aren't that long either, so he could barely touch the steering wheel. If you rotate his shoulder a little bit, then he'll look like he's driving, because then he'll be able to reach the steering wheel. And here's how he looks in the driver's seat. Again, not that nice. And you can see his backpack is completely hitting the roll cage. So yeah, and his head is sticking out too. So he is not completely situated in there. Not perfectly, at least. He is in there, but yeah, just not that pleasing to look at while he's driving. I mean, it would have been nice if they provided, given us a Marine to go with this. The Warthog, I think that might be a little bit better, or 2 figures. That would have been awesome. But $30, I mean, I can't complain, because you're getting a vehicle and a figure, and the figure are selling for $10 each. So I mean, of course they're not worth $10, but they're selling as $10 each. So the vehicle is only $20 if you count it that way. And I can't finish this video without showing you guys a comparison with the McFarlane Warthog. That one, of course, is a lot bigger because their figures are about 5 inches instead of 3.75 inch. And here's a side by side. I mean, he looks kind of small. This Halo Infinite Warthog is a little smaller than the. It definitely looks a lot smaller, actually. But of course, that's how it is. And as far as paint job and what they used to produce this vehicle, I think McFarlane did a better job. The tires are nicer, they look more detailed, and even the overall, even the overall body work is nicer. But I did a little bit of a weathering myself, so yeah, so, but as far as the detailing, I think the McFarlane one, it's a little bit better. Yeah, to me that one looks a little bit better, and the interior looks a lot nicer too. It's just a little more paint and a little more use of different type of plastic, different color plastic than the new one. So let me show you guys a side view, a front view, the other side view, and the back view. Alright, and through the magic of video editing, I now have a Marine here, and yikes, actually he will not be able to drive this vehicle either. He is too tiny to be driving this vehicle. So let's try a Spartan. Alright, so here I have a Spartan driving the vehicle, and then I have Master Chief riding shotgun, and the Marine is it's manning the turret. So I think those look alright. This looks alright, and not sure who's best fit for the driver's seat right now, I think, but the Spartan looks kind of good driving the vehicle, and Master Chief is on the side shooting other people. And here you can see right there, then with the turret and everything. So yeah, good set. I do recommend this thing. Highly, yeah, I guess so, because value wise is it's good value for this. You get a vehicle and and Master Chief to go with it, so that's nice. And yeah, so there you go. There's the vehicle with Master Chief, the Warthog from Halo Infinite. Thanks for watching.